Hey everybody, welcome to the POS Podcast. It is episode 157. It's the weekend of Thanksgiving in America. So that'll be this Thursday.
In America.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so we're having a smaller cast tonight. Just me, Jax, and Hero, who is in Final Fantasy 14 right now.
Been sporting my entire life.
No, Hero's just being a VR tuber this one.
Yeah.
There you go. He's gotten into meditating. He's got his horns. The furry.
Yeah.
Just so y'all know.
Oh yeah. I gotta zoom in on it so we can see the character.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
no,
there we go. There we go. Hero with his little VR tuber.
Please, I just have a rage later. But
Yeah, you
so I can
should.
still talk.
Yeah, but Hero, so you weren't busy this.
No, Paley,
this
how
week.
was your week? How was your
My-
week, Paley?
my-
Tell
my
us
week?
first.
It was fine. I replayed through the Metroid Prime trilogy because I haven't replayed through those in like a while.
Is that like 10 times now? Have you just
What?
bodied 10 times?
Oh no, I'm talking about the Metroid Prime trilogy. The Metroid Dread, I've just been playing like almost every other night, like just playing through it. But yeah, I've played through Metroid Dread like 10 times. I did my best time like under 2.5 hours of speed running it. So yeah.
Nice.
But the Metroid Prime trilogy, I played through that. That's the games that were on GameCube and Wii. The first person Metroid games, because I hadn't played through those in a long time. They're still fun.
I watched a bunch of clips of her talking on.
No,
was that the one where she was talking?
No. That's not the one where she talks. Yeah, Metroid Prime, she doesn't talk at all.
Okay. She's like narrating in her bread. Fucking like, whatever. I saw that.
But yeah, and
That's
Salem,
good.
yeah, and I think I said last time, but like Salem's back, and
Yeah, did you feed him? Like he's back to normal weight?
yeah, he's back to normal weight now. So
Good.
He still doesn't
Good.
like being picked up, so and whenever I go to check like Patches, he'll be picked up just fine, and I can just hold him. But
Okay.
Salem's like,
Is that a new
I don't like it.
Is that a new development, or is he just?
Oh no, he's never like been picked up.
Okay.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, that's that man. Good thing he's back, so that's good. And then like Patches, Patches is just like, well, why is this motherfucker getting up? Like,
I'm Patches.
Yeah, see. So why do I have like a thing of like them having mobs just like come back here, Salem? It's my point now. It's just like, yeah, see, well, I'm the real OG. See,
And Salem's just like,
are you approaching me?
I'm trying to think of what else I did like the past. Oh yeah, I finally recorded my Bronies React footage and sent it into Race.
Oh no, I did that
Yeah.
like last week. I sent in a whole bunch of stuff, and I was just like, "Here, choose what you like."
Yeah, it's probably the most I've reacted in a Bronies React. So with this movie, so
yeah, I'll just say I've got out my Orca again for certain scenes. That's all I'll say.
But Hero, yeah, you're off for a while, so that's why you could join.
yeah. Yes, I'm off until December 1st.
Oh,
Great.
because he's an adult. He's the actual adult with the
And then-
9 to 5, and he's like, I get paid vacation. So let me enjoy this
I
time.
have another 2-week vacation in December. I needed to use all my PTO because I haven't been able to use it this entire time, basically.
That's good. That's good to hear.
It is nice, yes. I did get called at like 9:30 this morning. They're like, sorry to call you on your vacation. We have one question. I was like, oh. But it was fine. I had to work for like an hour out of my vacation.
An hour. And so do you get that hour back? Like,
No.
Well, that
No,
one
no,
day I'm going to
no.
come in late 1 hour
Right.
because you called me in during
Right, on my vacation. No, it's not like that. Being salaried is weird. It has its benefits and it has its definitely not those benefits.
Okay.
Where it's like you have to work overtime. You get paid for that. It's like
no.
Like some people with salary do it, but it's just like.
It's so fascinating to hear like when people like 9 to 5 are like, oh yeah, you don't get paid for that. I'm just like, man, I'm so mad. It's just like you made me work.
But salary is good. That's the cool part. It's like that's a good sum of money, but like you have to work and you're like, I'm not getting paid for this. Like the overtime.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm off until December 2nd, I guess. December 1st is my last day off. And I'm gonna make a cheesecake tomorrow and probably also tiramisu, and that's gonna be exciting.
Nice.
But for Thanksgiving or just for yourself?
Yeah, for Thanksgiving.
Nice.
This is the thing that my parents, specifically my father, is like, please make that. I'm like, okay, cool. When somebody asks you to like make the thing because you make it the way they want, you're like, how could I not, right? Like,
right.
Yeah.
So, and I'm doing that with mac and cheese. Mine was busting, so yeah, do that.
People with these mac and cheese recipes,
dude, I have found like 6 different ones that are just like, oh god,
it's so funny. Like other recipes, they're just like, yeah, we kind of make them. Mac and cheese is just for some reason, just for like all families. It's like this recipe is like we don't mess with mac and cheese. Like this is the serious stuff. Like
this is the good shit.
Right.
Do this right, okay.
Right.
Just don't fuck this up.
I wonder like if other people have different recipes like that in their family. It's like this recipe is no joke. Like this is you better do this right.
Yeah,
put respect on this recipe's
name.
Fucking,
that's how I feel. That's how I feel about my aunt's deviled eggs. Where like I cannot eat anybody else's the deviled eggs because they just don't taste the same.
Yeah, you put respect on these deviled eggs now. Yeah, that's
make
cool.
It the best type of mac and cheese. Shh, we'll get this Kraft stuff with the powder. They won't know the difference. Like, I swear to God, you bring that bullshit.
I want to try Kraft mac and cheese again, just to be like, is this even like you can't even call this mac and cheese, right?
It's really not.
Just the regular stuff in like the box or whatever.
Yeah.
I had it recently as drunk food because I was like, I don't know why. I was just like, but I was like, I really am craving Kraft mac and cheese right now. And I got it. And I cooked it.
This is stuff with a powder, right?
Yeah, still with powder.
Okay, yeah. Because I get the deluxe ones where it's like, it's like actual like cheese like stuff that you put on it.
Well, it's like the sludge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that fucking bullshit. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, when you learn how to cook like real mac and cheese, that stuff is just like, why am I eating this? Why am I eating?
I
still fuck up cold ravioli
though. I just bought Kina Bridge of Spirits because you told me I had a physical release. So I literally, as soon as you told me that, went to go buy it. Yeah. So I'm going to play that probably after this podcast. Because apparently it actually has some difficulty to it. So that's nice. I thought it was going to be too easy. That was my worry, but apparently not.
Yeah, I've heard it's got some challenge.
That's good. That's definitely good. And that's all that's going on with me. I have to do this raid at 9:30. But I'll still be here to talk, so.
Yeah.
Okay, Jackson.
You all watch that. What have I done?
What have you done?
Nothing but be bad and naughty because it's whatever.
I'm bad and naughty.
Yes. Pretty much same. I've been filming a lot for my new program I'm releasing next year, so that's tiring because I always forget like when you're working out for the camera and stuff like that, just like so make sure you're doing for fuck's sake, and I can't look tired because I'm supposed to look like the filler, and it's just like so fucking exhausting. So I'm filming that, watching shows, which ironically I have a lot of shows to watch, like Chucky, Young Justice, watched all that stuff.
And as we're gonna see with the topics, there's a ton of stuff coming out in December.
A lot of stuff. So hyped for that, but nothing. Gonna see if I can hang with ZJ next week. So we're gonna try and do some like what I forget what it there's this place where you get to smash stuff with a mallet, and and I'm just like so let's
smash it with a hammer.
Smash it with a hammer. So yes, that's all I've been doing. So pretty bored.
Who's the voice actress for Yzma actually?
Oh, the jazz woman, the one who passed away. Oh fuck it! She was Catwoman.
Her name
llama, he's supposed to be dead. Eartha Kitt.
Eartha Kitt. Yeah.
Eartha Kitt. Oh, I didn't know that, huh?
Yeah, the classic Eartha Kitt.
Interesting.
Rest in
Sure.
peace.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll go on to questions or not questions. Before we go into topics.
Yeah, questions.
Yeah, before we go into topics. Yeah, we like the show's already over. Yeah. Before we go into topics, you can ask us questions either on Twitter or using a super chat, and our Twitter handles are right there, which have been there since we started the show. So we'll go right into topics. First one being something that Jax saw. I haven't seen, and Hero hasn't either. But Ghostbusters Afterlife that came out over the weekend.
Bullshit. No ecto-cooler. Fuck that.
No ecto-cooler.
No ecto-cooler.
I saw on Twitter.
I'm depressed.
Yeah, I saw on Twitter how they're like, oh yeah, ecto-cooler is not going to be available for purchase though. Like,
yeah,
why?
Like, so
why are you talking
just
about
buy it? Fuck you. It's like blue balling you the entire fucking time. But you know what? All right. To be fair, all right, ecto-cooler. Besides that, let's just talk about the movie. All right. So should I start? No, I'll start with what I liked about it first. All right. So first thing. Love the cast. The entire cast, liked every single one of them. There's that kid from freaking Stranger Things, Finn Wolfhard. There was this little girl in there who's supposed to be like the granddaughter of Egon from the original Ghostbusters. And like, there's a ton of like people from the original. Like, so can I get spoilery with this, or just like have a regular discussion first and then?
Yeah, you can do a regular discussion, and once you get to spoilers, I'll put a tag on for anybody.
Okay. So I'll talk about that first. So everything about this movie, like I would say, like I like all the cast. A lot of the set designs looked really cool. A lot of the ghosts looked really cool. The comedy was more subtle but worked. It was like very funny at times, like the writing, the wit and stuff like that. That was pretty good. Like the design. The Slimer. They had their own version of Slimer, which was called Muncher, who's based on this tardigrade freaking ghost. And see him, and he like instead of eating a bunch of food, he just eats metal and he spits out bullets and stuff like that. And then it's just like, oh, it's cute, but he's very violent. So that was funny. But like, to be honest, the Ghostbusters kind of had it coming because they were fucking with them. It's basically a soft reboot of the original Ghostbusters movie. Like dead ass. Like it pulls a Force Awakens with what it does, because there's a lot of stuff where it's like, nostalgia is super heavy in this film. Like it's just like it's pretty much like an Easter egg hunt when you go and look at it, because it's like I think I've heard like several reviewers say that before, like because I know Double Toast even mentioned the Easter egg hunt too, but like it really is like, it's just like, oh, I remember that from the first movie, I remember that from the second movie, I remember that brief thing from 2016, I remember that from the cartoon, I remember. So there's a bunch of stuff like that. If you see it and notice it, it's like, it's, you know, cool, but it is one of those things where it's very heavily reliant on that nostalgia. Like you have to be nostalgic for Ghostbusters. So of course, nostalgia is like the most powerful genjutsu of all time, and when it's used, it's potent. So like, so there's gonna be people like, oh my god, this was the best fucking movie I've ever seen in my life. And there are people who left the movie like, oh my god, that was the best fucking movie I've seen all year. And it's just like, it was one of those situations where if it genuinely made you happy, like, okay, that's good for you. I'm not gonna be the type to dunk on it. I will say there are parts in the middle where it simultaneously feels like it's rushing and it's dragging. Like, for example, what I mean by that is like, so they'll have like a scene that leads up to something, and then like it feels like it's being stretched out, but then they'll immediately move on to something else, and you're like, wait, what about this thing? What? Like, how is this moving so fast and yet so slow? And it's just like, what the fuck? And so like they have this one scene with this dude who just happened to be like there, like, and he gets fucked up bad. Like this person, like he just is there. And it's like, oh, this person's there. And then like they appear at the end to do something. And it's like, oh, well, that sucks. That was violent. Like I'll say this movie's like PG-13. And it's fun. Like there are times with a ghost in this film where I was like, oh, that's a bit disturbing. Oh, that's a bit creepy. Oh, that's a bit fun. Stuff like that. The thing is, I love Ghostbusters as a kid. I love the real Ghostbusters cartoon series. I love the first Ghostbusters movie. I loved Extreme Ghostbusters as a kid. Oh, but a lot of the movie, I will feel like, for me, in the middle, it was dragging a bit. Though I loved all the cast. That was the good thing about it. Like, there was no one in the cast that made me go, I dislike this person, or I dislike this at all. Like, I thought that was a really interesting thing about it. And for the most part, if you're interested in Ghostbusters and you like really love the series, it's basically kid Ghostbusters. Like, it makes me wonder why they still haven't just done an extreme Ghostbusters in live action film. Like, that is the easiest thing to do, right there. And like the way this ends, it like leads it up. It opens it up to like do more stuff, which I thought was really cool. But for the most part, I think it's a decent flick, but I don't think it's like as perfect. Like, once the hyperbolic nostalgia people get into it, they're like, "Oh, this is the best thing I've ever seen. Oh my god, this blows the crap out of the 2016 one. Oh my god, shit like that." And it's just like, I would say very decent, but there are parts that are just like, "Oh, come on," or "That was slow," and that the way that ended. But if you go on to spoilers now, I'll say this.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put the spoiler tag up. So if you don't want to hear any, just mute the stream, and then I'll take it off, and then you can unmute.
Okay. It up?
It's up.
All right, sweet. So the cool thing about this, that I will say that took me back a bit, was since it's a soft reboot, they bring back like Gozer from the first movie, and I'm like, oh shit. I didn't think they'd get Gozer in this shit. And then, like, Gozer comes up and she fucking rips this dude. She rips J.K. Simmons in half, who was this guy sleeping in this case for, like, no... I don't know why he was there. They explain it, but it was just kind of mid how they explained it. But then Gozer's just doing their shit. They have the whole thing with, you remember the gatekeepers, the bear dog things? Yeah, they have them come back. They actually make them practical effects. Like, that, I thought that was really cool. Like, there's a scene where they're in the mall and Paul Rudd's being chased. And that thing is like, wow, that is a really good practical effect. So, and then when they blend it with the CGI, it's like some Jurassic Park shit where it's like, oh, it works perfectly. Like, it looks like so legit. Like, it looks like a real animal. I love that. The stuff with the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, they have like a bunch of mini Stay Puft Marshmallow Men, and it feels like a very Gremlins-esque scene. And I was like, oh yeah, that's interesting how they did that, because they didn't want to just bring the big guy back. But again, like, it is very heavy on nostalgia. Like, there's this one part where the kids get arrested because they caught a ghost, and then like they pretty much destroyed the city to catch this ghost. And then like the cop is like she's like, hey, please, I need to get my, like, I need to, like, call someone. Please, I just need to, like, get my phone call. Please, can I do that? And then, like, the cop goes, yeah, you can get your call. And it's just like, but the question is, who you gonna call? And it's just like, oh, my God. And I was just like, shut up. And so, like, she calls freaking Dan Aykroyd's character, I forget. And then he's talking about what happened with Egon and stuff like that. And is like, oh, well, that's interesting. I think it's just going to be a cameo. And so the movie goes on, the Ghostbusters, they're fighting all these various ghostly apparitions that have been escaped because Gozer's now free. And when they, the young Ghostbusters, because I got to mention this. There's this kid who's obsessed with podcasts and ghost stuff, and he's a fucking brony. And I cracked me up because he was just like, yeah, he's like, no, because like, he talks about his like show, and he says like, oh, don't worry, it's like MOP. It gets good around F46. And so it's just like, I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, what? Yeah,
actually.
That's one of those brony moments where I was like, actually, I'm pretty sure he was talking about his own podcast, but he, like, the way he made it seem was just like, oh, just like this show, it gets good around F46. And I was just like, no, that's just not correct. You really want to do that? Is he like, yeah. And so I laughed at that.
What is episode 46 of the LP? I want to see if that's actually a good episode.
Kind of like actually whatever, I believe. That's in season 3, so.
Is it season 3 or? Yeah.
Yeah.
26.
26.
Wait, 46.
No, episode 46. Yeah.
Right? I'm losing my mind. Yes, that's still season 2.
Yeah, season 2. Oh, never mind. That's like my favorite episode. It's about time.
See, there you go. There you go. All right, so there you go.
That's getting good when the Metal Gear Solid references start coming in, you know.
Yeah, and so this kid, he says that, and then there's this random this because Finn Wolfhard's character, he goes to work at this burger restaurant. And he falls in love. He has this crush on this like black girl who's working there. And I guess like the way they're setting it up is just like they're all parallels to the actual people. So like Finn Wolfhard's, like Bill Murray's character, the Egon girl is Egon. The one with the goggles and the podcast is supposed to be Dan Aykroyd's character. And then like the black girl is supposed to be, the Ray, like the token black guy in the first one, stuff like that, but the cool one. And the movie goes on, and you get to know these characters, and again, all really likable. But when they get to the very end, it's like, okay, Gozer's just effing their shits up, and it's like, oh, okay, what's gonna happen? And then all of a sudden, hey, didn't we do this 30 years ago? And then all the original Ghostbusters are there, and it's like, oh shit! And they got Bill Murray and freaking Ernie Hudson. I think his name Ernie Hudson. I want to say it right. And then of course Dan Aykroyd, and they're all in their original Ghostbuster attire, and they're like start saying the stuff. And then they pretty much just like remake the ending, but they have the kids in there too fighting Gozer. And so like, I will say that was when the nostalgia bug did get me, because I was like, oh fuck, bro, yeah, this is fucking hype. And then they do some Dragon Ball Z shit, because Egon's died at the beginning of this movie. And so, like, the ghost of Egon comes back, and he, like, holds the freaking ghost gun, the blaster, with his granddaughter. And so it's like some Goku, Gohan, father-son Kamehameha shit where they're blasting. And I was like, oh, shit. And they have this, because Egon's a ghost, they have Harold Ramis as a ghost. And, like, it was actually pretty good CGI, because it's a ghost. It's not supposed to look super realistic. And so, like, when he comes on screen, it is very heartwarming, because he doesn't talk. They don't dub him over. They do anything. He just, like, nods and smiles and stuff like that. And I will say it is one of those emotional moments, because I get teary-eyed whenever they do shit like that. So it did get me, because it was like, oh, I'm going to say hi to my daughter. Oh, I'm going to say goodbye to that gang and stuff like that. So that was heartwarming. I will say that. And then at the very end, they make it seem like, okay, Ray's like, hey, let's what was I keep forgetting his name. I haven't watched the show in forever. Like the Black Ghostbuster. Sorry, Ernie Hudson. He shows up at the end, and he's like, "Yeah, I got rich, and now I want to bring back the Ghostbusters and start this thing." And he like he buys the freaking firehouse they used to be in, and then it leaves it open ended to be like, "Oh, there could be more Ghostbusters with these new cast." And I thought it was really good. I thought the ending to it was really good. I like the beginning. And I like the ending, but the middle dragged and rushed itself. So to me, it's more of a rental movie. Like if you put it on, you wouldn't be disappointed. There's a bunch of stuff in it that I was like, okay, that was a bit ham-fisted. But for the most part, I really loved the ending. But yeah, like that's what I'll say. Also, yeah, okay. It was Olivia Wilde. It was Olivia Wilde who was Gozer. I knew that face looked familiar because I wouldn't get the original one. But yeah, that was good. Oh, and then also they did do like a woke joke with Gozer, because Gozer's like, what is Gozer supposed to be? A man or woman? They did that joke in their 80s. It's like, oh, Gozer actually doesn't have any gender but this. And then like the black girl's like, wow, I didn't know Gozer was so woke. And I was just like, here we go. It's like, shut up. Yeah, Winston, thank you.
Yeah, Winston,
Winston, yeah. Right. He was great. But yeah, fun movie. Comparatively, because I know some people asked me this on my community tab, to the 2016 one. This is coming from a person who didn't despise the 2016 one. I think the 2016 one is not the best movie, but there were some aspects in it that did make me laugh hard. But again, I would say because it felt more like, oh, we're just trying to be so different. It didn't hit on so many levels.
Yeah.
And with this one, I like it better. I would say that this one's better in my regards. Yeah.
All right.
I just want to say that.
So I'm gonna take off the spoiler tag and
yeah.
So yeah, I'll probably watch it eventually. I'm not really the biggest fan of Ghostbusters in general. So
okay.
Yeah. So I'll wait until it like hits streaming or whatever.
Yeah. I want fucking Ectocooler. That's what will boost this movie up. If I had a big thing of Ectocooler and I was watching a movie, this movie would be a higher rating. I'll say that. I'll be so happy. Yeah.
All right. Next thing, I think this is the only thing that I've watched and you haven't. Extinct. It's an animated movie that's on Netflix about these creatures called flummels that look like donuts. Yeah. And okay. they went extinct. They were on this island in the Galapagos that was lost to time. And it has them accidentally fall into this time flower that sends them to the future, like or like present day or whatever in Shanghai.
Okay.
Because there's these like time flowers that are all over the world that like pop up at different times in history and prehistory and whatever.
Okay.
So and they meet up with these extinct animals that are in this kind of hub area that the scientist has created that is like beyond time, where time does not like exist basically.
Okay.
so there's like a few characters, like there's a Triceratops, there's a dodo bird, there's a Tasmanian tiger.
Okay.
And there's also a Macrocania, which they're also kind of like, what? What is that? It's like, but it's like, I know what that is, because I.
Yeah, so it's just like the nerd gets it.
Which is this mammal from like South America, I think, that went extinct.
Okay.
But yeah, it was pretty fun. It has them like, because the like two main characters are like these like kind of outcasts, in their own society that like always kind of mess things up. So but they're trying to fix like Flubbles going extinct, since they find out like, oh shit, we're going extinct. So they're gonna try to fix it basically. And there's some fun moments in it. There's a poodle that helps them out called Ken Jeong, or that's played by Ken Jeong.
Okay.
And I won't give away like his story or anything, but it's pretty funny.
Okay. Do they explain how they eat?
What, the Flummels? No.
Yeah. Like...
no, they don't explain that.
Okay.
But yeah, I thought it was fun. I don't know what the ratings have been for it, for like Rotten Tomatoes or whatever. But I thought it was fun enough. It looks good enough. Like, it looks like, oh yeah, it's like that. It looks like a streaming animated movie or whatever.
What's it called? The Flubbles?
It's actually weird.
Extinct.
It's called Extinct. Weirdly enough, it's actually called in other countries the Flubbles.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
Yeah. It seems like people don't really enjoy it. I mean, I enjoyed it for what it was, because it's got like a 50% or whatever.
Right.
It's funny because like the company that made this is called like Tolerable Entertainment.
Tolerable, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like that Sandy
So it's like,
image,
it's tolerable.
Yeah. It's tolerable. You sure about that? We're bronies. We know what tolerable means. All right. So you really want to?
Love it.
Hush, my little.
But yeah, it's on Netflix. And I watched that instead of the next thing that we're talking about.
Okay.
Which is Cowboy Bebop. Also came out the same day.
All right. So
yeah, I watched the first two episodes. Hero watched the second episode with me.
I did, and only that one.
Yeah. They're just like, but okay, I watched the entire thing.
Yeah,
so...
you just finished like watching like the final episode, right?
Yeah. So here's what I want to say. I've said this like several times on several social media platforms. I feel like if this was a fan-made series on YouTube, it'd be praised. Just like, oh my god, that looks just like, hey, that looks just like this, that looks that. It's just like, it's like that. And that type of storytelling and the type of fighting is just like, be more understandable for that. But when you get down to it, there's just so much that feels lacking and just like it feels bland. Well, I'll say this. As the series progresses, it does, if you have an open mind with it, like I'll say this, because like the way I had to literally get myself to finish this was just go like, all right, the good Cowboy Bebop is right there.
Literally, like if you look at the just trending shows, it was like it's like right beside it.
Literally, if you click on the episode, like you go to the homepage for the Cowboy Bebop one, it'll literally go Cowboy Bebop series and be right next to it. So literally, you can go right to that one immediately. So I'll say that. So I went in with like, okay, this is its own thing. I'm just gonna watch it as its own thing. All right, let's keep watching this. These first two episodes are kind of meh because they're just redoing this, but then they start getting into like their more originals, like more original storytelling. I'm like, okay, like let's see how they're doing this. Okay, let's see. I'm liking John Cho as Spike for how he acts later. How he acts later on. He's very charismatic with how he acts later on. Jet Black, I really like the actor for Jet Black. Like, especially later on, they do stuff with him where I'm like, oh wow, that you nailed the voice. Like, I was looking at the bottom.
Yeah. His voice is like that. That sounds like Jet. So
yeah, it sounds just like Jet. Faye Valentine. I have a question about this, which y'all don't give a fuck about spoilers, so I'm just gonna go in, people. All right, so Faye grew like she did on the show. Because I remember when I watched the show as a kid, like while Faye was hot, I was like, you a bitch, man, fuck you. So shit like that. So like with Faye here, it's like she captures that role really well, and she's goofy. I'm the dog. The actor they got for that dog, props to that damn dog. I'll say that. That dog is really a good actor. But yeah, then you got like Vicious Lord Farquaad, which is what he looked like to me.
I
saw some comparisons on Twitter with that.
Yeah.
I was just like, this dude doesn't look very intimidating in any capacity. Like, it does not work for me. Granted, I only watched one episode, but still.
Yeah, exactly. Because the thing with Vicious in that show is like Vicious in the anime is so like a cold wolf and stuff like that. It's just like there's so much stuff where it's like he would never do that. Like there's stuff in this series, so like there's a whole scene where they have a flashback episode. I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, there are some characters that are done. Like the actors and the show, like it's very clear that they were like, hey, we're trying. It's just like, yeah, I see you trying. And so I don't want to go in and like all these other people like, how fucking dare you? Because like, I see you actually trying to put work into this. It's just like some things. And so I want to say there's, as its own thing, I would say like, once I got to like Ep 5, I noticed I wasn't hating this like fucking Last Airbender. Last Airbender, I was like, fuck this bullshit. Yeah. And then Dragon Ball, fuck that which shall not be named. I vividly had to go hit something after that fucking move. So that was that I've seen far worse than this. That's what I'll say. Is it great? No. Is the writing bad in some areas? Yes. There is some stuff I do like. There are some parts that did make me laugh. There are some parts that I was like, oh, that would be very in line with that character. But I can see all the hate, and I can be like, no, you know what, that's justified. Like, for instance, the ending, the way they go about the ending this time around, like, they try to make this whole plot twist and make it like sad and shit like that, like with the whole thing of instead of Vicious knocking Spike out the window to that shit like that, and they decided to make Julia into the bad guy, and I was just like, oh, okay, that's interesting, and then you're going this way because like she's been like abused by Vicious this entire series, and so like you steadily see it, and it's just like, oh, okay. One thing I was a bit like, let me talk about the blackmail joke because someone's gonna bring that up. That was one of those, oh, for God's sake, shut up. Because like, okay, so they have this whole scene where Jet is trying to get information for this thing, and he goes up to this old woman who's like this person he makes seem like they used to do stuff together, and also like she likes Jet a lot, and she's saying like, well, how about this? If you do this for me, then I'll do this for you. And then just like, that sounds like blackmail. She's like, well, you are black and male. And I went in just like, oh my God. It's like, lady.
Oh no.
I had to pause it for a second. I was like, did I just hear that? Did I just hear that? And I was like, okay, let's get on with this shit. Let's see.
This one point I wanted to bring up again. The one episode that I watched. I'm not sure if it's me just being biased towards the original show, so I need someone else to like help me out here. But like when I was listening to the music, it's like very slightly done, but it's still like the same like core music that's happening in the show. Right. I was watching it like in live action, and I was like, some of this music just feels like it doesn't hit when it's in live action.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, because the music is such a character of the show, and the music in the show is timed perfectly. In this, the music is done more like, hey, you remember that theme? Dun, 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 and it's just like, all right, it doesn't work for this scene. Like this motive that you're setting up for this scene, song.
It's also another thing about like how animation, like because when they go to Earth and they're like, oh, Earth is just like a cesspool or whatever. It's like.
It just looks like a normal planet.
Yeah, it just looked like a normal planet. Like because like with the anime, it's like the drawings look so good, and like there's filled with like all these different decorations and stuff. It's like in live action, like the scene is like this looks like a set. It's like
yeah, it really does. It really does. Like there's something that looks just like a set. Yeah. So like, oh yeah, another thing. This was one of those situations where I was just like, was Faye always that way? Because like in episode, I think like 5 or 6, they had like this mechanic like fixing Jet's thing, and then Jet goes away, and it's like this female mechanic, and she's like fixing it, and then Faye comes down and she starts talking to her, and then the female mechanic starts flirting with Faye, and then like they bone, and so it's just like. I didn't know Faye was like bi or
I don't
gay or
remember
something
that,
like that
from the anime, but I could believe it.
Nah, yeah, exactly. So I was just like, okay, whatever. This is one of those things where I was just like, I know the people who always hate the woke stuff are going to be having a field day with that stupid shit. I was like, oh, well, I mean, I don't see, I mean, Faye did like flirt with a lot of dudes, but that was just to get info, and it was just like I don't see her not being bi, so it wasn't a big deal. Like they bone like multiple times. She's like, I've never had an orgasm before, so that was good. And it was just like, okay, that was interesting. I will say this: episode 9, I actually generally did like a lot, because what that did was it actually went into the flashback of why how Vicious and Spike used to be super close. Like they were super close with each other the entire time. It's just like, yeah, let's do this. And they actually show them being broy with each other. Like, yeah, this is like how we talk to each other. We're bros and stuff like that. We're like brothers. We're like, oh, you helped me get off the street, stuff like that. And through the entire thing, you like learn why, like how Vicious fell in love with Julia, and how Spike fell in love with Julia, and all their stuff. So I generally did like episode 9 of the show. I will say that, like episode 9. Episode 10 is where they just like try to jam too much stuff in there and try to be too edgy, and like they
overdoing it.
Yeah, they try to overdo the stuff. Like there are certain parts where it's just like it'll go from like super funny or like extremely goofy to very dark, like horrifically dark. There's some fucked up things. Like this woman gets turned into a fucking tree, and it's just like, oh my god, like what the fuck? What the
Did she want to be a tree?
Yeah, no, yeah, good. We're a bunch of brodies on this episode. But yeah, like that last episode, it was interesting. And then of course the thing with Edward at the end. Like,
okay,
again,
yeah, I was going to show the image of that so people can see. Yeah, Ed.
Yeah. Ed, so with the thing with Edward, I'm not going to be one of those people who like goes and says anything bad about the child actor, because like everyone's just given a script. They're told what to do. Like they are specifically told what to do. I do not want another one of those fucking Anakin Skywalker actor situations where like they're like doing this to a fucking kid. The kid's a child. Like they're just doing what they're supposed to do. And Ed in the anime, I just does not translate well to live action.
Does not, yeah.
No, it does not. Like again, like there's that whole.
It's one of those characters where I was like, I cannot imagine. Like, I was gonna bring this up too, because with the One Piece thing, the live action that they're doing, it's like, how are they gonna translate some of those characters to live action? Like, what the fuck?
No, that's really true, because like the thing with, just to go on to this thing with One Piece. Well, some of the integral things are like, okay, Zoro fights with a sword in his mouth. Like, there are people, you can only do that for so long before, like, you will twinge your neck. You'll get a zinger in your neck or some shit like that. And then it's just like, there are certain characters, like monster designs, like the fishmen, or like fucking, like, other creatures. And I'm just like, I am very curious how they're going to go about translating them to live action. Because, like, again, with Cowboy Bebop, they're very lucky the show is, like, somewhat hyper realistic.
Cowboy Bebop is like a more like grounded anime, I guess.
Yeah,
grounded with like how the characters look.
Exactly.
One Piece, however, is the most exaggerated anime.
Exactly. One Piece is mega exaggerated. So it's like honestly, I like all the casting for what they did, especially once I saw like the edits that people did where they were like, actually.
There's another live action anime that they're doing. No, not anime, but Avatar.
Avatar.
Avatar. They casted some people.
So the actors for them look good too.
Yeah.
And I will say, like, I did like most of the actors, and I will say, like, this is one of those shows where honestly I didn't hate like I can say this personally, like it wasn't a show I was like, I hate this, like I despise every bit of this, because I looked at it as its own thing. I was just like, it's just man, like that's what it is. Like the original shows are there because I thought I was gonna go in like fucking
just absolutely loathe it.
Yeah, like Dragon Ball Evolution, Last Airbender, shit like that. That's what I was expecting. And then I was like, no, they're trying. Like I think it's because they actively were trying. And then like when someone tries and fails, like it's more endearing than someone like absolutely not getting what the fuck they were supposed to do at all. So like that's why I will give it like somewhat of a pass in that regard. But like I feel like but the thing is, if it ends where it ends, like they're just like, oh, season 1 bombed, like we're not doing the second season of this, or we're not making it live, then it ends in a very dark place. But so does Cowboy Bebop. But again, it's just one of those like, it's dark, but like you leave it open ended. But so I'll say that it wasn't great. Do I suggest it? No. And again, like if you want to check it out for yourself. But again, the anime is always there, and
Extinct is rated the same on Rotten Tomatoes, so I mean they're both 50%.
Yeah, so there you go. That's my opinion on it. Right? If you want to, by all means, but I'm not saying like you gotta do or something like that. Like it's just I did not hate this. Like it was one of those situations where I generally did not hate it. So.
I was just mostly bored. Like when I was watching, I was like.
That's fair.
It's also because like they're adapting an anime that was like a 22-minute episodes rather than you could like extending them to like 50 minutes or whatever. So
some stupid shit like that. Yeah, that was too like it's very hard to suggest like, hey, watch like 10 hours of shit like this. It's just,
right. All right. Next, let's move on to trailers and junk because there's a lot of stuff coming out in December. First thing, Aggretsuko Season 4. That is coming out December 16th.
That trailer scares me, man.
I didn't see it.
So what happened? Yeah.
I just like it makes it seem like Haida and Natsuko are gonna get together.
I mean, I kind of expect
just like I know, but please don't.
You know anime, they always do.
I know, and it's gonna stink. I'm like, stop. That's such a bad lesson, man.
Yeah, man, maybe this is so funny because usually it's like, oh, OTP, they need to get together. But now I'm just like, you know what? I hope another Matt Sora moment happens because it's just like this doesn't have fucking like for years people have hated that Tai and Sora never got together in Digimon. It was Matt and Sora that someone got together. But now I'm seeing this, I'm just like, no, you two aren't good for each other. Just please move on. Just please. Or maybe just one night fling. See if you like it. Do it, whatever. Or you know what? Maybe this show is very progressive and they're like poly. Yeah, poly relationship. Yeah. Her, him, and a poly parrot. There you go. Perfect. There you go. Perfect. Yes, there you go. Haida and Fenico.
Yeah, I'll probably binge it whenever it comes out. On December 16th, the day after my birthday. Nice.
Yeah.
Then the next thing, Centaurworld is getting its second season on December 7th.
Oh, I didn't see that trailer either, but cool. That's cool how these shows are getting seasons fast.
Yeah.
They're just like,
the interesting thing about Centaurworld, because I forgot to mention it. I don't know if I did mention it when we did talk about it. But Megan McCarthy works on that show.
No wonder it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Lady's working on some stuff, huh?
Yeah, and I always want to see like Kamiko Glenn and more stuff. She voices Horse in that show. So.
Yeah, that's true.
That'll be fun when that comes out. And then we got for me specifically, Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Season 4 coming out on December 3rd.
Did they release 2 seasons this year?
Yep, there was one in January.
When did the show start?
I want to say like early fall, late summer last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Time is fucked up.
Right.
Yeah. So are they leading into the new movie?
I don't know if this season will. If not this season, the next season maybe. Because on this one, like spoilers for season 3.
Okay.
But they leave the island. Or they get off the island. They got a boat. But in this, they're like, oh shit, they're on Isla Sorna. The other island.
Oh, damn. The Lost World Island?
Yeah, the one that has the Spinosaurus on it, which is shown in the trailer.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so... Oh, wow.
So, yeah, it'll be fun. But, yeah, I've really liked these characters.
Have they killed off any of the kids yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Like, in the first season, we kind of had that, like, scare that one of them actually might have died.
Out, yeah.
But yeah, the adults have died, though. Like, a lot of adults have died in this show.
Yeah, it's always the black guy who dies first. Go watch that. I'm telling you, people, it's always the black person who gets it first in Jurassic Park. Go watch the first Jurassic Park. Go watch the first Jurassic World.
I'm not joking.
Go watch Jurassic World. Go watch fucking the first person who dies is a black person in Jurassic Park, Cretaceous Park. He's like, oh, it's fucking that by a white dinosaur. A white dinosaur killed
A white dinosaur.
A white dinosaur.
White.
A white dinosaur. Oh. It was fucked up. All right.
But yeah, I'm excited for that. I still need to get Jurassic World Evolution 2. That came out this month.
Oh, the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The next we have F is for Family Season 5, which I think is the final one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the final season.
Yeah,
that's the final season.
It's coming out this week actually, on November 25th.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
good. That's always a fun one. See, that is the sad thing is there's no like cons to go to because that's always like my plane show. Like I marathon that entire
F is for Family.
Yeah, like literally, I have marathon that entire show. Like seasons 3, like 2, 3. And honestly, seasons 1, 2, 3, and 4, I've always marathoned like on planes there and back. So it's like, that is, I don't got a place to go. So damn, that's good.
Yeah, but yeah, the last season ended very interestingly. So we'll see.
Very sadly.
Yeah, we'll have that to look forward to this week.
Oh, did you watch that new show, Paleo? That
What
came
show?
out. That's like the Rick and Morty looking one. That's on
Inside
Netflix.
Job?
Yeah.
No, I want to though. I know that Saber watched it and he said it was good.
Okay, I was wondering if it pulled the formula that's just become part of everything.
Yeah.
Where it's like, start out happy, I'm sad. Fuck, shit like that.
All right. Next we got the full trailer for Turning Red, the new Pixar movie that's coming out
Fuck
next
their
year.
lips.
On
Fuck
March
their
11th. Yeah, their lips.
Fuck their stupid ass lips.
The designs of these characters.
Fucking Pixar, Mike Wazowski's
Mike
zapping mouth.
Wazowski. Yeah, you saw the image I posted.
Yeah. Fucking weird ass thing. Yeah, that is. That's interesting. I'm interested because is it Pixar or Disney?
It's Pixar.
Pixar, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
so
because
I'm
Pixar's
interested.
having this and also the Lightyear movie coming out next year.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be interesting. That'll be very interesting.
But yeah,
I still need to finish
this is a metaphor for puberty, isn't it? Like,
I think so.
Yeah, it seems like it.
At least she's not a redhead.
What?
Because red. No, I'm not gonna.
Because of Red Panda?
because the fur. Oh, it's puberty. Oh, not like that, people. Yeah, I mean, it looks interesting. I'll say that. It does look good.
Takes place in Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Toronto.
it's like set in like the 2000s for the time
The
period.
2000s.
Yeah.
The good old days when we didn't have joint pain, all of us, and we just came home and played our PS2s and Xboxes. We still do. What's the difference? All
right. Then next, here's a big one. Spider-Man had the new trailer.
Yeah, Spider-Man. This is so funny. Like ever since Hirasashi Sensei trained us to not watch trailers, I've like avoided trailers like the plague. But this is the one where I was just like, I just need to see the other
You
two.
need to see.
I need to see them. Like, show me them now. And so, like, when I went into this, because we watched it together fresh, and it was just like, okay, this is cool. Okay, this is interesting. Oh. And so, like, the fact they're bringing all these characters back from the other series, and it's just like, it's so hype. It's just so fucking hype that they're doing that, and they're actually having a Sinister Six. So I wonder who the final member of the Sinister Six is gonna be. Like, they have like, it's like Doc Ock, like, because it's like, I just watched the Amazing Spider-Man, rewatched the Amazing Spider-Man 2 yesterday, and so I was just like, okay, so are they gonna choose like Rhino, or hopefully not that Green Goblin, keep him away from this entire thing. Seriously. And I'm like, Mysterio, like, could possibly, but I don't know. But
will they have Harry from the Raimi films?
See, that's the question, because didn't fucking James Franco get canceled? I think he did get canceled. Fuck.
Did he?
Yeah, because he was sending pictures to a minor.
I had no idea about that.
When will it end, man?
No, because like there was this whole thing recently that came out. Like, I saw like a joke video of like how Tom Hanks, he was talking about like, can you believe that people would put that pressure on to someone to do this? Like, he's talking about like, you know, assault and stuff like that in the industry. And James Franco's on the table, and his face is just like, please don't ask me questions. And then like someone like overlapped it with every like thing he had did, and it was just like, oh God, James, why, dude, why? So yeah, so I don't think he's gonna be in it. But it's
ruined.
Like, I'm ruined. All I have is Spider-Man. Well, actually. Oh God. But I think I'm very excited for this film. I love the fact that Brazil's trailer just completely.
Yeah. It was like it shows like Lizard just like. Ugh.
Yeah, no, it's just like, what? And then like, I saw these great comments, just like, guys, it's obviously Miles Morales. He's invisible. Duh. And shit like that. Just like, that's good.
That would be awesome if they had like Miles Morales like just as like an animated character in there. But
like fucking Space Jam.
Yeah.
Space Jam it, right?
Like, yeah, what are we gonna do, guys? It's just like, see, I don't know. Like, that is one of those balancing acts of like, I can't tell if I'd be hype or like, this is weird, man. Like, no, but you know what? I was saying this like on Twitter. I do not give a fuck how corny, cheesy, ham-fisted, cringy, etc. it would be if fucking Tobey Maguire shows up and saves them and they play fucking Nickelback's Hero. I will fucking cry.
Oh, my life is complete.
Yeah, I'm just like, I will stand up. I will give a standing ovation while bawling my eyes out. I don't care how cringe it would be. If they do that in that fucking movie, or if they play like a orchestral version of it.
Oh yeah.
My God, I would be like, it's just like,
Actually, all I ever wanted.
That's all I ever wanted. But I will say the only thing I'm a bit worried about is like, even though Tom Holland and the other people have said like, oh, you haven't seen anything about this movie yet. Like the trailer looks like it gives away a lot, but it's actually holding out so much. I don't want Toby and Andrew just to show up at the very end and only there for 15 minutes. I want them in the middle.
It's rumored that they both have like 40 minutes or whatever of screen time.
Yeah. 40 minutes. That's a lot of stuff for them.
Yeah,
like 2 hours.
That could be like the back end though. But that's still like the entire third act though. If it is like that 40 minutes. So
if they have like just a good chunk of the movie, because I do not want it to be, because again, like I just want it to be a solid like amount of them on screen interacting, like having a whole thing. I don't want it to be fast, because like this is something I need to prep myself for. So yeah, that would just be so hype. But if they don't, I mean, I'd still be happy, but I will greatly be like, once my hype brain calms down, it'll be like, okay, yeah, I'm not going to enjoy this as much as next time. But I am very excited.
We still don't know like how long the movie is going to be. We don't have a runtime yet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we don't know if it's going to be like freaking. Hopefully, it's like Eternals. It makes up for Eternals. Like, here's 3 hours of good shit. So that'd be good. But
I'm going to say at minimum 2 hours 12 minutes.
2 hours, 12 minutes. But yeah, that sounds like this has to be over 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then and of course the stinger is going to lead into Multiverse of Madness. And then oh God. I wonder if Venom's gonna show up at the end, like, hey, what's up, guys? Who is this fucking asshole? You're not Venom. Man, just like fucking beat his ass. That'd be hype. But yeah. I'm very excited for this film. This is the most excited I've been for a film in a while. Yeah. Exactly. Man.
Yeah, as soon as I was done doing whatever I was doing, you're like, hero, toss the trailer. Dang, all right.
Please watch this trailer. It's so hype, but oh god, yeah. No, because again, it's just so funny how like Andrew Garfield has just been going around every single way, lying about this stuff, and then it's just like, dude, we know you're in the movie, and it's just like, I can't break my NDA. I'm just gonna say I'm not in it, and then like fucking Tobey Maguire is just like, I don't know. And he's just like walking around everywhere. It's just like, Toby, you motherfucker. Bully Maguire. Can't wait to see Bully Maguire.
Gonna cry?
Yeah. Gonna cry? Yeah. Wow. Or it could be Vulture. Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah, it could.
Yeah, it could be Vulture.
Yeah, we had Michael Keaton come back, so.
Yeah. Or it could be Scorpion, because Scorpion was.
Oh, yeah, Scorpion was teased.
And Shocker. They fucked up Shocker in Homecoming.
That's all I can do with that man.
You can't escape me! Yeah, oh god.
Alright. Next thing. Multiversus was announced.
Yeah, that's such a good name.
Yeah, we can finally talk about it, because like last time we were like, oh yeah, there's these leaks going on about this Warner Brothers crossover game. But now it's been officially been revealed, so we can talk about it and show this image here that we have of like Arya Stark, which that wasn't in the leaks, I don't think.
Yeah, kid, you know who Arya Stark?
Yeah, you know who Arya Stark is from Game of Thrones.
Yeah. No, well, you're not gonna find out till you're 18.
Yeah, we got Superman, Garnet, Bugs Bunny, Jake the dog. But yeah, there's Finn, Harley Quinn, Batman, Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Finn. And this is a
Steven
Smash
Universe. But yeah, and it's gonna be like a free to play game, which that's the only aspect where I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Those microtransactions are coming, baby.
Yeah.
You want to play as freaking the Lego Movie, the entire Lego Movie? You will buy this starter pack.
Yeah, we got Bugs Bunny. Tom and Jerry's in it. But from the way the characters move and everything, I think I'll probably like this better than Nick All Stars Brawl.
Is it Smash? Is it like Smash?
Yeah.
I know
Jax and Tom don't really like the Smash like games.
And again, like it's one of those situations where again, people, it's not like, oh, I'm such a curmudgeon or some shit like that. It's just like, if you
Shaggy, that's another one. Yeah, wasn't it?
Shaggy, Ultra Instinct Shaggy is great.
Yeah.
It's just like whenever I see people playing Smash, or whenever I go over to houses playing Smash, I'm just like, I just do not dig these fighting mechanics. I just don't.
I'm the complete opposite, where I'm like, I just don't get like regular 2D fighting games.
Yeah, see, I just want, if it was like Mortal Kombat where they came out talking shit to each other, like it's just like, oh fucking yeah, hey Garnet, you know what's harder than a diamond? What?
Yeah,
some bullshit like that.
I don't know.
That's dick.
That's another thing that this has over the Nickelodeon game, is that they have voice actors, and the voice actors of like most of the characters that currently voice them.
That Nickelodeon game had that one line for April. It's like, the news won't be the only thing breaking today. Like, so good.
That's good. That is one of those Mortal Kombat starter lines where it's just like, yeah, what the fuck?
It's such a good line. I love it.
See, you know what? Arguably, one of the things I love about Mortal Kombat more than the fighting is just those introductions between characters where they have the starter screens.
Are important, yeah.
They're so good. So if they have that, I'd enjoy it. But yeah, I'm just. I'll see. I'll probably play like a bit of it because I think it is a
free to play game, so like you don't have to buy anything.
Yeah.
So
yeah, exactly. It's just like playing with different action figures from different places.
Right.
Right.
But yeah, it'll come out like sometime early next year. Yeah. Like Ryan said, like even got Maisie Williams, the actress for Arya Stark, to voice Arya Stark. So.
Uh-huh.
Well, she's a geek.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Maisie Williams is a fucking geek. Like, if you go, like, ask her, like, see
Dang,
her
she's
on...
not even a nerd or like,
she's a geek. She is the... No, what is it? There's, like, it's geek, nerd, dork, and dweeb.
Dweeb, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You don't want to be a dweeb, like, yikes. Don't be a dweeb.
Yeah.
So Jim's number one fan in the chat says, "I'm not going to be surprised if this and Nick All-Star Brawl are going to replace Smash Brothers." It's not.
Oh, it's
really
not.
not.
Absolutely not.
No, Smash is Goku.
Especially like right now when like Nintendo has actually partnered with like official like tournament people, like people have been asking for forever. So yeah, they're not going to replace Smash.
Right, exactly. That's not happening.
Smash has never, like, honestly, never been in danger, even a little bit. Not even close.
Yeah. And we've had like multiple like Smash like Brawlhalla and like what was that other one called?
Rivals of Aether.
Rivals of Aether.
I honestly think Rivals of Aether is just straight up the best. Well, in terms of, if you want a competitive tournament experience, then
competitive tournament experience.
I know. I'm not the majority.
Yeah,
I know.
But the reason that like these ones like the Nick All-Star Brawl and Multiversus are like getting more attention is because it's taking the same kind of aspect that Smash had, where like Smash is like, oh yeah, all these different video game characters from all these different franchises fighting together, where like Nick All-Star Brawl is like, oh, all these different cartoons. And for Multiverses, it's like, oh, all these different Warner Brothers properties, which is a ton. So that would be interesting if because Warner Brothers technically owns the rights to Mortal Kombat. If they could get like a Mortal Kombat character in there,
they probably could get Scorpion.
Yeah.
Like if they're gonna put anyone, like that's like the what's it called, the flagship character of the series. So like that would be a good one.
So that would be very interesting.
I'd be like, the Mad Lads did it. All right.
I mean, I'd want more like Cartoon Network characters. Like I already got Finn and Jake in there, which is great for me. I'd like the Powerpuff Girls somehow.
Yeah, the Powerpuff Girls make them busted as fuck.
Like having having like Dexter in there would be good.
Dexter's already in Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion though.
Yeah, sorry.
But so are like Finn and Jake, I think. So
yeah, Explosion, man. See if this game was like fucking Mortal Kombat I would love this shit so much. It's like fucking do it. We'll see.
It's okay. Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion is not a great game.
Right.
Not a lot of people know about it. It's just fine.
All right, a few more news things before we go into Q&A. So Earthworm Jim,
hero of all time,
is getting a new animated series.
And the original creator is not involved in it, right? Because apparently he's not a great person.
What happened?
What happened? I don't know.
He's
made some like very like transphobic comments in the past.
Why did these people
everyone, all people.
Wait, in the past or like currently?
No, like recently, like in the past few years.
Oh fuck! Oh, Jesus. No, because you know how because I was watching this thing earlier about this person like making this joke, but it was like in the 80s and shit like that, and then I was just like,
like
that was Wild West. That was like a Wild West.
2J said like, Xenopolis is like racist and also homophobic.
Man, I love that cartoon as a kid. Damn it!
I feel like it's everyone. Like legit, everyone is a problem.
Oh man, Earthworm Jim, hero of all time, Earth Jim.
But I saw a little teaser of it, and it looks like pretty good stylized 3D animation, which is nice.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm looking at the 3D right now for it. It looks good. Is the voice actor the same?
I don't know.
Man, I love that cartoon. I'm gonna watch this. Wait, is he talking in this clip or is it?
Oh yeah, that's right. Dan Castellaneta voiced the original Earthworm. I don't think they're. I don't think they're going to afford Dan Castellaneta because he's fucking Homer.
Yeah, he's a Homer. He's the Homer, but he was in Space Jam.
All right. Next, Trolls. There's gonna be a third movie. Yeah.
They're eating her, and then they're gonna eat me. Oh my god!
Yeah, Trolls 3. It was announced like this was just today, I think.
Man, I don't know what the fuck this franchise is doing. First it was a goblin, then they're trolls again, and now they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what is this?
Oh, hush with your mouth.
Yeah, that's gonna be announced for 2023. So it seems far off, but that's actually like 2 years from now.
Hey.
And 2021's almost over. It's going to be just 1 year from now soon.
You hush with that. We don't talk like that here.
Okay, Rolf.
I was watching a ton of Rolf clips earlier today. That shit was cracking me up. But he was just like, and he was just like, Justin Timberlake said there was going to be 7 trolls. Man. I mean, whatever. The kids like it.
Yeah,
Kids like
it makes DreamWorks money. So,
All
right. Next thing, 2 big topics before we go into Q&A. So the Game Awards had their nominees announced.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and for the big one, for Game of the Year, because like there's nothing that really that was like that big this year that was like, oh yeah, that's a shoo-in or whatever. But we've actually this is probably like one
no belief in Metroid Dread, huh?
I mean, like for like is like
I know.
you know the usual suspects for like Game of the Year or whatever.
Yeah.
So we've actually got a pretty varied like choice this year compared to other years. We've got Deathloop.
Alarmingly so, actually.
Yeah, we've got Deathloop, which honestly that's the only one that I would be upset with winning, just because I've seen it so much. I'm like I don't want to see it anymore. It Takes Two, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, Resident Evil Village, and Metroid Dread, which I'm super glad about.
Right.
Yeah, like even if it doesn't win,
even if it doesn't win, I'm like, Metroid being a Game of the Year nominee, that's awesome.
Yeah. No, Metroid should win everything. Metroid's fucking. I was watching clips of that Metroid, and I was like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Even though I have the game right there, it's right there. Yeah, it's just like, why should I play it?
Yeah, I'm gonna be I'm probably gonna like stream the game like on my birthday, just like playing through it like casually.
My God, he's addicted.
I mean, Samus thighs are addicting.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's for Game of the Year. Let's see, Best Game Direction, Deathloop, It Takes Two, Returnal, Psychonauts 2, and Ratchet and Clank. Best Narrative, Deathloop, It Takes Two, Life is Strange, True Colors, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, and Psychonauts 2. I've actually heard that Guardians of the Galaxy game isn't bad. Like, it's like...
Oh, do you get to play as Groot?
It doesn't look like it's bad. Even when it was like they're showing it on the not direct, but the direct.
Because I've heard that it's like, oh yeah, it's fun and it's funny. It seems like it does its like own thing. So that's interesting. It's maybe it's just like they needed to make something good after Avengers with the Avengers game. So.
It's really a shame that
Avengers
game wasn't good because
and I've seen the recent footage of Spider-Man for like whether they're adding Spider-Man to the game. It's like Spider-Man does not look like he plays well.
Yeah, he looks like he fucking. So
it was like Insomniac set the bar so high for Spider-Man and how he controls that it's like.
Yeah, it's just like no, we ain't doing this.
But yeah, let's see, you've got Best Art Direction, The Artful Escape, Deathloop, Kena Bridge of Spirits, Psychonauts 2, and Ratchet and Clank. Best Score and Music, The Artful Escape, Cyberpunk 2077.
Does Cyberpunk have good music? I actually have no idea.
I know they did had like a lot of artists make music for the game. Deathloop, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, or Nier Replicant.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Nier before Automata though. Like, is it?
It's the same composer making the music.
It's the same composer. Okay.
Yeah. So, it's gonna be good.
So probably good.
Yeah. Best audio design: Deathloop, Forza Horizon 5, Ratchet and Clank, Resident Evil Village, or Returnal. Honestly, the sound design in both like Ratchet and Clank and Resident Evil were really good. When I played. Best performance, I'll skip that one. I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, like whatever.
Like actors, games from Impact, the best. Yeah, I knew you were talking about this one. Best ongoing, Apex Legends, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Genshin Impact, or Call of Duty Warzone.
Look, I'm not gonna say which game should win this, but you know.
yeah, he's playing Final Fantasy 14 right now.
I am in
of course.
Let's see, best indie, 12 Minutes, Death's Door, Inscription, Kena Bridge of Spirits, or Loop Hero. I've heard that Death's Door is like really good. And I want to play Kena Bridge of Spirits.
For some reason, I thought you had played it. No,
I haven't played it yet.
Okay, you just know things about it. Gotcha.
Yeah. Best mobile game. Ew. It even says like presented by Horizon.
Yeah.
It's interesting though because like Fantasian is actually a game I want to play because it's like related to like the Nier universe or whatever. The best community support. This is also a thing that Final Fantasy 14 is in. Final Fantasy 14, Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Fortnite, and No Man's Sky. What does that mean? Best community support?
The amount that the game
fandom is the best.
The game masters is such a, I feel like an old term on now. But like that the people who made the game will like help support the game, I think, is the idea. Like the extent to which. I'm not positive though.
Okay, let's see. Best action game: Back 4 Blood, Chivalry 2, Deathloop, Far Cry 6, Returnal. Best action adventure game: Guardians of the Galaxy, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank, and Resident Evil Village. So that's the only other category that Metroid Dread was nominated in. Here we go. Best role playing game.
Ooh, Hero's favorite.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, baby.
Monster Hunter Rise, Scarlet Nexus, Shin Megami Tensei 5, and Tales of Arise.
I've heard Shin Megami Tensei 5 just runs absolutely dreadfully, like on the Switch.
Oh, really?
Oh, damn.
Like the loading screens are just like not great.
I've heard Tales of Arise is really good. And Monster Hunter Rise is the only one I've played out of these. So that's
that makes me so happy to hear.
Yeah, see, yeah.
Like, Monster Hunter is the only one I played. I'm like, good boy.
Best fighting game.
Whatever. We don't even like those.
We got Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer is fun.
Yeah, we got Guilty Gear Strive. Melty Blood Type Lumina.
Yeah.
Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, which is not gonna win it.
But what if it does though?
And Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown.
They're still making Virtua Fighters?
Well, technically, this had already been like a Virtua Fighter 5.
Okay.
Yeah, Virtua Fighter 5 came out like how long ago?
2006.
Yeah, but this is like a new edition of it or whatever.
Yeah, because I remember I had Virtua Fighter like 4 or 5, one of those like when I was Virtua Fighter 4 I had when I was like freaking
from what I hear, Guilty Gear Strive is probably the best of these.
It is. It has a very dumb problem with it, but overall it's probably gonna win anyway, that's good.
Best family game, which might as well just be best Nintendo game.
Right.
Because we got It Takes Two. That's the only non-Nintendo game here. Mario Party Superstars, New Pokemon Snap, Super Mario 3D Worlds plus Bowser's Fury, and WarioWare to get it together. Out of these, I would because I've played all of them except for It Takes Two. Technically, if we're strictly going with like what it describes, it says for the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform, I would say Mario Party. Like,
is the new Mario Party good?
Yeah, it's great.
Nice. That's good to hear.
But I did really like New Pokemon Snap, and Bowser's Fury was a lot of fun, and I liked WarioWare too, but not as much as those other three. A sim strategy. Skip that one. Sports racing. Let's skip that one. Best multiplayer. Okay. Back 4 Blood. Knockout City. It Takes Two. Monster Hunter Rise. New World and Valheim.
Valhalla.
What is Valheim again? I don't remember what that game is.
I don't know. I know that New World's that new MMO that came out from Amazon.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. Which has oodles and boodles of...
And
Oodles and boodles.
and Back 4 Blood is like the Left 4 Dead like spiritual successor.
Mm-hmm.
But also, again, the only one I've played here is Monster Hunter Rise.
Nice.
Hold on, things loading here. Oh god. Best content creator of the year?
Well, obviously.
Obviously. Saber Spark.
He wishes.
So, we got Dream, Falsely, Gulls, Abai, Grev. The only one I know here is Dream, and that is not for good reasons.
Dream's a guy who never takes off his mask, right?
Yeah. Remember that the music video that came out of like, they say I need glasses? Or whatever? Yeah, the animated music video.
Oh yeah, that's silly shit.
It was like, this is the only one where I'm like, there was somebody in the gaming community that probably should have been nominated that has not been nominated, and that's Scott the Woz. Like, for like all he did the past year.
Yeah.
But also like these are like mostly streamers. So I know like some people on other podcasts were saying, but like this should just be the streamer category because there's nobody that like actually makes like edited content on here.
Right.
See, best debut indie. So it's like the first indie game from the company. The Artful Escape, The Forgotten City, Kena Bridge of Spirits, Sable, and Valheim. Then most anticipated game: Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and Starfield. I am excited for God of War and the sequel to Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, God of War looks hype. And Breath of the Wild, I still need to finish the first one, but yeah, that was like,
Best esports game. Esports, I don't care about the esports stuff at all.
Wow.
They got 5 categories for esports.
You know, Parallel's not
fancy, huh? You fancy, huh?
I'm not a real gamer.
Not a real gamer.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports big. Please come back. My God, what an actual legend of a company, or a subdivision of a company. I don't know what you call them.
Right.
Right.
Like, I don't need my sports games to be realistic. Give me that nonsense. I love it.
I sports game, so I can't even get that shit. He plays this all the time.
All right. Next, last thing before Q&A. Disney Plus Day. There was a ton of stuff that was announced.
Disney Plus Day. Yay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna scroll down this thread here of things that
is Animal Crossing.
I know, I'm playing Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
You're like Disney Plus Day.
Yeah, so we're getting we're getting a new Ice Age movie, everybody. After Blue Sky was shuttered.
That shit has been going on since we were in fucking 5th grade.
So I've got a question for this. Did Blue Sky make this, or is it a different animation studio that made it?
Right.
What's the animation look like?
It looks like Ice Age.
Weren't they rebooting Shrek too? Or who was that?
That's DreamWorks.
DreamWorks, and I know, is DreamWorks rebooting Shrek?
Supposedly.
Okay, because I thought I heard something about that, but
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Blue Sky.
But yeah, Ice Age. They're going to have a new prehistoric adventure. Check it out, the teaser trailer for the Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild. So it's mainly going to be about Buck from like the 3rd movie or whatever.
Why is he so popular? It's like fucking getting the Weekenders rat or whatever, and it's just like, hey, I'm that fucking rat that Miss Bianca wanted to fuck, but I'm not. Hey,
We got a
missing out the only one at the fucking Nard. Excuse you.
Okay.
we got a trailer for the Baymax, that series is coming out summer next year.
Which is good. I'm glad because I'm not crazy about Big Hero 6 because I feel like it had too much to like. I feel like it didn't like. What's the word? Explore the characters enough. Like there's had all these characters. I'm like I am actually interested in them, but the movie didn't allow for them to be fully explored. So I'm glad.
That's what the TV show is for. From the 2D TV show, not this one coming up. The 2D TV show actually goes in depth with those characters. Like everything you're just saying, they did that with those characters.
That's good. I'll have to give it a watch then.
Yeah.
Let's see, Cheaper by the Dozen, an original movie coming out in March.
Another Cheaper by the Dozen.
Yeah, another one. We're getting a sequel to Enchanted called Disenchanted.
Is it gonna be animated?
I don't think so.
Okay, so is it gonna? So I wonder if Amy Adams is back.
I think they are.
All right,
I think like the actors that were in the original movie are. We got a Diary of the Wimpy Kid anime movie that's coming out on December 3rd, but they also announced another movie that they're doing called Roderick Rules, which is also going to be an animated Diary of the Wimpy Kid movie.
Is that a Gabumon?
What?
So I'm staring at Hero's like corner because I thought I saw Gabumon for a second. I was just like, no. That's not Gabumon.
I kind of see what you're talking about. Yeah.
I was just like
what? Where?
From Digimon.
Right.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
I thought that was a Gabumon.
This right here.
Yeah. What is that?
I thought that was a Gabumon.
That's Applejack's friend. That's a.
Coloratura. Okay, I see it now. Once I open it up. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's Coloratura.
He digivolved into Coloratura. Cool. Nice.
All right. Let's see. Rescue Rangers. They got a teaser for that coming out in spring.
Wait, they got a teaser for that?
It's just a poster. It's just a poster. That's all it is.
Okay.
It doesn't even show what Chip and Dale look like.
Trust me, you would have heard about this.
Yeah, you would have heard about it from Sarah and Race.
Sarah and Race would have like had that shit all over their fucking thing.
But yeah, it's an original movie coming out in spring. We don't have anything for it yet, so other than this it's just some guy holding a piece of paper and that's it. Let's see what else here. Hocus Pocus 2 coming out fall next year.
The original actors are back?
I think so.
Oh, dang it. Okay.
And
they gotta be up there in age by now, right?
Yeah, shit.
We got the live action Pinocchio coming fall next year.
That's like the fourth one.
Yeah, but this is the official Disney one.
Oh, the official Disney one.
Official Disney one.
Yeah.
No, go watch the good one in the 90s where the kids get he bores the whale, or like the whale bores him and then he like chokes it to death. Like, I'm not even joking. That's literally what happens. Like, he fucking y'all, have y'all seen the fucking live action Pinocchio movie from the 90s? Y'all remember that shit? Dude, it was so weird. Like, the bad guy, like, Monstro the whale was his person who was kidnapping kids. But, like, what happened was the way he was kidnapping kids is, like, he had this, like, fucking magic water or some shit. And, like, they would go down this fucking water slide and it would turn them into donkeys. And then, like, when he got splashed with the water, for some reason, it turned into a fucking whale. And then he went me
that checks out. Yeah. It's fair.
And then he just attacked me. Oh, man, that shit was
wow,
funny.
This is killing you.
It was such a stupid... I love that movie as a kid, though.
Okay. So Chris Hemsworth and Will Smith are both doing separate National Geographic shows.
Good for him. Will Smith needs a win.
Yeah. So yeah, Chris Hemsworth's doing a series called a Limitless. Says push the boundaries of human potential. It's like this sounds like something Gabe would do. With this series.
This sounds like a song. Yeah, song.
And then Will Smith is doing a series called Welcome to Earth.
Welcome to Earth.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just So stupid. I just imagine Will Smith like narrating, and like some animal comes on the screen. He's like, ha ha ha.
Oh, that's one wildcat, if you know what I mean. Will, stop it. Okay.
I love Will Smith to death. I do. He's been one of my favorite actors ever. But like, he has just a presence, you know, that is just gonna be really funny.
Delivery.
But that's coming out December 8th.
Oh man, yeah, that'll be good. I'll watch like 2 episodes of that just to hear him talk. It's like when Snoop Dogg was narrating on his show, the Animal Planet. Like, see that motherfucker that fuss fast as shit. Damn.
I feel like Will Smith is just gonna be learning alongside of us. Like while he's doing the documentary, he's like, oh, that's a maned wolf. What's a maned wolf? That's a maned wolf right there.
Oh, that'd be great because the first like, sir, you have to keep on script, sir. You have to keep on script. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Talking about a Wild Wild West, you know what I mean?
We got a trailer for the new Proud Family, Louder and Prouder, coming out in February.
Oscar and Trudy were boning.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, they were. I was like, oh, this is for the adults. Okay, all right.
This is for the adults now. They grew up.
Oh, Cienega. She just got booted out of the friend group.
I mean, like, well, Carlos Mencia's in the show, and he's La Cienega's dad. He's always been La Cienega's dad. So she'll probably show up later on.
Yeah. This was not in the trailer. That feels really weird. It's like having a Rugrats trailer and not having like Phil in the trailer. It's like, bro, where's Phil? Where'd he go?
See, we're getting a series based on the Spiderwick Chronicles. I don't know anything about
that fucking movie.
Yeah,
that came out like in the 2000s.
A documentary about Boba Fett. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's already out though, isn't it?
The documentary?
Yeah, isn't that out?
Oh yeah. That came out this on November 12th. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, and we're getting the Obi-Wan Kenobi series coming out next year.
Yeah, that's gonna be hype because fucking Darth Vader. I'm gonna fight you.
Yeah, we're getting a Cars series called Cars on the Road coming out next year.
How
where else would they be?
Yeah, cars in space.
Shut up.
Hey, there's cars in the ocean. Yo, have you seen Cars in the Sky?
Well, technically, if you look at this concept art, none of them are on roads. They're on dirt. They're on dirt. They're in a forest.
Is that sexy car from Cars 3 gonna be in the yellow one?
Nice voice, dude.
Pixar's having their first original animated series coming out in fall 2023 called Win or Lose. It's about soccer, so I'm like, oh. But it'll probably be good though. It's Pixar.
Okay.
We got Zootopia Plus coming out next year.
Next.
Yeah, no one gets that furry shit.
Yeah, with an image like kind of teasing different episodes there'll be of like different characters.
Do you think that like Judy and Nick will probably be like, you know, like how Mike and Sully were in Monsters, the TV show?
Mike and Sully still had like a pretty good amount of screen time in Monsters and Work.
Yeah, but they were like mostly in the background.
But this, it seems like they're focusing on different parts of the city, so I'm doubtful that we'll see them that often, which is really bad for race.
They'll certainly pop up, but yeah, I don't know how much.
Probably in the background. Like, they probably won't even say... Like, did they even get Jason Bateman back to voice? I know they could, because they were Disney and they could pay, but still, it's just like...
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah. Is Jennifer Goodwin? Like, what is it? Jennifer Goodwin? Jennifer Godwin? Which one?
I
think I was good at God.
I didn't see a list of like voice actors for the show yet, but we'll see.
Yeah, Jennifer Goodwin. Yes.
We got a good one. Okay.
We got a first look of Tiana, the series based on Tiana from Princess and the Frog. Coming out in 2023.
That's too far away.
Is it though? It's only like a year away.
Right.
Also, that I need to move my screen. 32-year-old man watching.
I'm curious. Like, so is it? Do you think that
they haven't said if this is a 2D series or not?
Do you think though for Tiana that they're gonna pull what the Little Mermaid 2 did, where they're just gonna turn Ariel back into like the thing where with Tiana they'll turn her back into a frog?
No, I don't think, because it says the series follows the crowned princess of Maldonia on a new adventure, but her New Orleans past isn't far behind. So it says it's a new long-form musical series. So it might kind of be like the Tangled series then.
Oh, okay, that's a really good series.
You know, Disney's in that heat right now. It's like, boy, you gotta stop turning black people into shit. Like, so now she's...
Why is she turning us into shit every time? If she turns into a frog, it better be in the same episode she turns back. Okay, like.
Let's see what else here. Okay, here we get to the Marvel stuff. X-Men 97 is coming out, which was when the original X-Men animated series ended.
Yep. So that's gonna be cool if they actually do it right. Because like you're about to say, the Spider-Man one's coming out too, right?
Yeah. Well, before that, there's Moon Knight. They haven't set a release date for that yet, but we already knew about Moon Knight. It's the same with She-Hulk and Miss Marvel. I think Miss Marvel's the first one of those coming out because that's coming out into summer next year.
Yeah.
Then we got season 2 of What If. Echo coming out, which I don't know what that's based on.
Oh no, Echo's the fucking oh my god, what the fuck? That's the girl who's gonna be in Hawkeye, I think. One of the girls is gonna be in Hawkeye.
Oh, okay.
I think so. One of the girls.
Yeah, Hawkeye comes out this week.
Okay, yeah. So I feel like Echo will make an appearance in there. Yeah.
Yeah, and then a new animated Marvel show with Spider-Man: The Freshman Year.
Yeah. So again, with most of this stuff, I'm excited, and like, What If was fun, but again, when it comes to Disney's record with the Marvel animated series, once they took over, it's been a bit so like that's why I'm just a bit skeptical so far. Like, because again, it's cool that we have a Spider-Man cartoon. It's cool that they're like, let's reinvigorate X-Men 97. Like that's going to be really awesome if they do it well. And they've been doing well all this time. But yeah, with their Marvel shows recently, they've just been like for the last few years, just so I hope it's good. I really hope it's good.
I Am Groot.
I Am Groot.
Yeah, an animated series. So
I Am Groot.
Ironheart.
Ironheart. Oh yeah, Black Iron Man or Iron Woman.
Yeah. Agatha, House of Darkness, or House of Harkness, not Darkness.
Yeah. We got to give every fucking person a fucking show.
Yeah. Marvel Zombies.
Marvel who now?
Marvel. Wait, so you said What If was coming back? So are they? Is it the same format?
This says it's an original animated series.
Is it the same?
I don't think
style.
I don't know. We don't have anything for this. Just the title.
Marvel Zombies is really violent. If they want to go with the actual comic series to translate that is like a really fucked up thing that they do in that. I'm wondering like how they're gonna do it. Okay.
Then we have Secret Invasion, which we knew about.
Yeah,
I knew there were a lot of tweets, but apparently I missed out like half of these. What?
Shit.
Yeah. I think that's all of them.
Can you say like you saying all this out loud just makes it seem very overwhelming? Just like
yeah, because like I was like, wow, like the last half of this is Marvel.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Hero. Shit.
No, I had nothing.
No, it's just because like literally when you say, because I remember saying that with the thing, but I've watched through all of like it really does help that they put it out week by week and stuff like that. But again, I feel so bad for someone who's just new getting into this. Just like, yeah, so when do I start? It's just like, well, it all starts with Iron Man.
Right.
Technically, it doesn't even start with Iron Man anymore because you gotta, well, you have to go all the way back to Spider-Man.
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 All I have left is Spider-Man.
Yes, it all
So
started.
which Spider-Man? It's like, that's an excellent question.
That is an excellent question. And you have to watch all these movies, and then you can watch X-Men.
wait.
What?
If they're bringing X-Men in this.
Oh, for fuck's no, Hugh Jackman said he was done. But again, it's like, that is one of those mixed things, just like, I love you, Hugh, but I really want you just to rest. Please. This is too much.
That reminds me, I recently watched Dark Phoenix. Man, that was...
That was very, very, like... It makes no fucking sense. Like, honestly, the movie was just... What? Fuck.
Mhm.
You know what I don't get with Dark
What?
Phoenix? Like, X-Men First Class was in the 60s, right?
Right.
And this Dark Phoenix is in the 90s. They still look the same.
Right. Like, you don't look like Ian McKellen and, like, Patrick Stewart.
It makes no fucking sense. No fucking sense.
All right. Let's go to Q&A. If you want to ask questions, you can either use a super chat or ask us on Twitter. So, I already got some super chats here.
After these messages...
So,
Right.
Daily18 asking, what is your favorite song that lasts over 10 minutes? 7 if too difficult. P.S. I suppose you've heard about the whole Streamlabs controversy. Yes, I have. And that's why right now I'm actually using OBS Studio instead of Streamlabs.
I don't know what it is. But favorite song over 10 minutes, easily the TJ Combo theme from Killer Instinct. That shit, it just gets you hyped. Like, if you go look up I'm Back to Rise on YouTube. It's by Mick Gordon. He also did the Doom soundtrack, which is chef's kiss. So yeah, like I'm Back to Rise by Mick Gordon. Hype as fucking. If you don't get hype with that song, you need to go to the doctor. Like legitimately, you need to get something checked out. Like that song doesn't get you an inkling hype. So yeah.
This song.
The coldest. That is erratic.
Because I was looking at my Spotify earlier to see if there was any like songs that were like over 10 minutes or over 7 minutes at least. They're my favorite. I was trying to think, is Welcome to the Show from Rainbow Rocks over 7 minutes?
Whoa.
No, that's not the one.
That's not it. That one.
No, Welcome to the Show is the ending song. When they're
That's
when they're fighting them.
Mm-hmm.
You're never gonna bring me down.
You're never gonna take this part of me.
I love that song, but those 4 lines are just.
Other than that, like I would probably say like some Metallica songs, like "And Justice for All" or something like that, because that's like over 9 minutes.
Blow.
Yeah, I don't think I listen to like jazz songs. Like, but even the jazz songs I listen to aren't really that long. Funnily enough, I don't know. Maybe just. Oh, you know what? How long is this song? No, it's not long. Probably this is so boring. Probably the Shadowbringers, the Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers theme. That's such a cop out, but like
No,
it might
that's
actually
good.
be it.
That's fine.
I'm pretty sure that one's over 7 minutes long, all told. Very good song.
We have Edman here, being a member for 3 months. It says, how do you feel about critics on the new Ghostbusters movie thinking it's nostalgia ruined the movie for them?
I mean, I can see. Here's the honest thing: nostalgia, when it's weaved into a story, it's perfectly done. It's perfect. It can give you a feeling of like, yeah, I remember that. When it is so blatantly pandering, and I'm not gonna lie, even though I don't think Ghostbusters Afterlife is terrible, it is a lot of that blatant pandering. Like, hey, remember this? Hey, remember this? Hey, remember this? Hey, remember this? I do think that is part of the thing that makes it just like, okay, you need to chill with that. That is one of my biggest issues with Rise of Skywalker. I fucking hate Rise of Skywalker because like literally everything was just like, hey, remember this? Hey, remember this? We're just gonna jam pack all the stuff and we're gonna move along. It's just like, hey, remember that? I'm gonna the plot makes no sense right here, but I'm just gonna like show you something you remember and we're gonna move along. And it's just like, no, this is fucking that shit. That's terrible. So I can understand where they're coming from with that because a lot of it is, but I would say the ending scene is still powerful with what they accomplished there. That's how you like do it, even though it was kind of there. I will say I can understand that completely.
Okay. And he also says, by the way, Ghostbusters 2016 has a 74%, while Afterlife has a 62%.
By who? I thought Afterlife
on Rotten Tomatoes by critics.
By critic, yeah, because I know audiences love fucking Afterlife. Again, as someone who did not hate Ghostbusters 2016, I think this film is very much. I would say I did like it better for what they do with certain characters. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I will say that, like, Ghostbusters 2016, there was a lot of scenes that made me laugh in that movie. But overall, it was just like a very middle of the road film. Like, it wasn't like egregious to me, but it wasn't like great by any means. So yeah.
So we got a super chat here from Epit's Bin Sinin. It says, show full design tee y'all wear now with full screen. That seems like a bot. But it gave me money, I guess.
Hey, robot money. Yes.
It gave me MYR, which is Malaysian ringgit.
Okay.
Which is like what, like 6 ringgits, which is like $2, I guess.
Okay.
So, Ryan asking, want to feel old? Today is the 30th anniversary of Beauty and the Beast and An American Tail 5 Goes West.
Okay, man. Good for them.
Yeah. American Tail Fievel goes west. Just every time I see that name, I'm just like, it says
Fievel.
The only American Tail movie I've ever seen. So yeah, that's a good movie.
It is a good movie. And Beauty and the Beast is a good movie too. Malik Webster with a super chat says, saw Jax's shout out from Corey on Double Toasted last week. Congrats.
Oh yeah, he did give me a shout. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's good.
Oh,
awesome.
What do you say?
Because I always like give like my little Jax Blade reviews on Twitter or something like that, and I give like a little rating, and someone asks like, "Oh, where'd you get that?" And I was like, "Oh, I got it from Double Toasted Spill." Like, I just then they checked out their channel. Corey thanked because like a lot of people check out his channel because of my little mini reviews I do, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, so that's cool. Good for them."
All right. Now let's go to Twitter and find some questions here, and you guys can look too if you want.
Okay.
All right. So, from oh wait, we just got another super chat.
Let's see how many super chats we can get in the next 5 minutes. Let's go.
I'm real person. Can show T-shirt in full screen. What?
Hey, maybe
are they asking us to strip?
No, they just want to see your T-shirt in full.
Okay. T-shirt in full
Wait,
screen?
if you
okay. Like, are you talking about my T-shirt or Jax's T-shirt?
Probably just both. Just do both.
Wait. What does he want to see? He wants me to take my shirt off?
No, just see the T-shirt.
Okay. Oh.
Is it the All Might T-shirt, or is it?
Oh yeah.
Or is it my Nier T-shirt?
And if you want a little more, you know what to do.
Yeah, no. Yeah, and I got the Nier Automata T-shirt. All right.
They want me. Yeah. Did you show it on full screen? Yeah. Okay, you did.
Yeah.
Ryan with the super chat here says, do you believe in UFOs, astral projections, mental telepathy, ESP, clairvoyance, spirit photography,
He's fucking doing Ghostbusters reference.
Full transmedia, the Loch Ness Monster, and the theory of Atlantis? Yeah, the Ghostbusters thing.
Yeah, the Ghostbusters thing. Yes, as long as it pays well. I believe in anything.
All right, so first question from Disco Elwood on Twitter asking, question, did you watch Hulu Hit Monkey? Yeah, that came out.
Oh shit, I didn't notice that. I need to watch stuff on
Hulu. It originally was on the topics, but I didn't think any of us have seen it. So
oh yeah, I didn't get a chance to. I wanted to watch it, but I didn't.
Major Mekazawa asking, question, movies, shows, OVAs, etc. Which anime do you prefer to watch subbed exclusively, and which anime do you prefer dubbed? And are there any anime where you like both audio tracks equally enough to alternate between the two?
Yeah, there's a ton of those. Like, there's so many anime that, like, I would say, like, what I prefer subbed would be something like Monster Musume, because I really like Mia's Japanese voice actress. I really think that she like just brings a lot to the character in Japanese. Well, dub, like, no offense to the actors in the dub, I just like the Japanese one better. But then like for English dub, there's just so many, like, you know, like freaking Cowboy Bebop is the easy one right there. Like that's a great one. Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. While I do love both, I will say, because I grew up with it, I do have that preference for the dub.
Right. It really depends on like what I heard first as well. It's like if I heard it subbed first, I'm going to be more used to those voices than like the dub voices.
For Hero Academia, which one do you choose? Just curious.
Oh, damn, that is good.
That's impossibly hard.
because the thing is, like, I fucking love the Japanese, like, All Might voice. Like, Watashi ga Giri, like, that is so great. But then, like, the dub is just so great as well. And honestly, I think if I had a preference, if I was like, hey, you can either watch this movie Japanese subbed or you can watch this movie dubbed, I'd watch the dub. Like, I think, for me, okay, so here's why I always say I choose dub. Not only because the actors are much better these days, but it's because and also the fact I can focus more. But it's just like, I feel like if they speak the same language as me, I better connect with the characters when watching what's going through. Yeah. Even though I can connect with them in Japanese just as much, I feel like if it's just a more fitting bond for myself personally.
For me, I think I'd rather watch sub, specifically if the show has a lot of like, I don't know how to best explain it, but if it has a whole lot of like poeticism to it, you know, like if they talk like her eyes were crimson, like under the night sky, and like that just sounds so bad in English, you know. It's just, we don't do that often in English, so it just sounds weird. But so like Clannad is a really good example, because I tried to show Paleo the dub of Clannad, and I was like, this is not working. But yeah, so anything that's like poetic like that, I think I need to watch in sub. But
that's valid.
Everything, for the most part, everything else, I just prefer dub, just because English is my first language and it's much easier to focus, as you said.
Yeah.
And there is something to be said for which one I watch first as well. Like if something came out and it's going to come out in English later and I really want to watch it, then I'll watch it subbed. And then the English comes out, I'm like, that's cute, but like, I'm here for the sub now.
Yeah, there's some that I like both, where like, I first watched the first season of Dragon Maid dubbed, because like I got it onto it like late when it came out. And then I watched season 2 subbed, and I'm like, oh yeah, I like both the voices, so.
Yeah, exactly. They're both great.
Yeah.
And to go with a thing that Hero said with the whole Japanese thing, like to go add on to that sort of thing, there are some things in English where I just all right. So here's 2 situations where I think like the dub did it better and versus the sub did it better. So for example, in My Hero Academia, there's some things where characters will yell and it's like, hey, I need you to fucking do this and shit like that. And it's like they're projecting, they're loud with it. And it's just like, oh, the way they're animated, it looks like they're yelling like very, like the volume matches their lips. But in the dub, it seems like, I can't believe you did this. And it's just like the way their mouth is moving and the way they're yelling, it seems like they should be louder. And it doesn't feel that way. And like that happens a lot. But on the inverse of that, there are some scenes that, so for example, if anyone here is a One Piece fan, go look up Nico Robin, I Wanna Live scene from One Piece. It's great in the Japanese, but it is phenomenal in the dub. Like that actress, like when she screams, I want to live, like it feels so genuine and I get chills from it every single time. Like that actress put her all into that. So the Nico Robin, I thought that was just beautiful. So sometimes it's, when they're really projecting, it's great, but sometimes it just can go either.
Yeah, it's really hard for like scenes where it's like screaming like that too, because that's one thing that I guess we were worried about with Made in Abyss, with the dub of that.
That one scene.
Yeah, of that one scene in Made in Abyss.
Still have not seen dubbed, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I'm like, damn, okay, like that actually works.
Because that actress in that one scene where this screaming.
Yeah, I think I still prefer like the sub of how that sounded, but still.
You want to talk about putting 110% into your performance? Like, oh my god.
It's funny because. Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, like because I'm gonna change it just a little bit.
No, I was gonna say was the actress Brie Faith, Brittany Lotta, who did that.
Yeah.
Because I know
she did the dub.
Oh yeah, damn.
I'm sure she did a good job according to Paleo. So, but yeah, it was just like because one time it wasn't even in regards to Made in Abyss, but one time I brought up, I was like, when people scream in like voiceover and whatnot, why do they always be like instead of like like actually screaming? And I'm sure there's more to it than this answer that I got, but like one of my friends is like, I don't know, if you're watching something that's like horror or something and somebody's like actually screaming, it's like, don't you think that like hits on like just a little too close to like somebody's dying and they're like active, like genuinely screaming? It's like that's not a little too much. Right. So I see, I'm like, it always bothers me when like even in Ponies, when like Celestia's in trouble, like Celestia got shot or something by some magical beam, and Twilight's like, Princess Celestia! Like that's not like I'd be like Jesus Christ, right?
Right. Yeah, because it adds that organic feel. Like there are sometimes you like watch something and the acting is so legitimately organic that it's just like you forgot you were in a cartoon. Like you were legitimately this is so good. Like this SpongeBob thing, it's just like, what did you do with my drink? It's you what? It was like
you what?
Actually,
like bro, you were in a cartoon, backing up like 9 steps.
Like it felt like someone actually did something to that actor before they.
That's Plankton's act. I forgot. What's it?
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah. Because he voices a lot of like background characters in the show.
Yeah, he's the My Leg guy too.
Yeah, Mr. Lawrence. Yeah, that's what they call him. Mr. Lawrence voices like a lot of like background characters in SpongeBob, so he's really good at like doing voices like that.
Yeah, yeah. There are like tons of actors like that can do it, and so like I appreciate when they bring their A game with that shit. Like when they like really emphasize and shit like that, because like even with shit like the Dragon Ball Z dub, like with fucking Goku screaming his heart out, like we always make fun of Dragon Ball Z for like yelling and stuff like that, but like when someone has to sit there and scream that loud for like 7 minutes, like damn, respect to your vocal cords. Like how the fuck were you able to do that? Like fuck, dude. Like
it's funny because I looked up Mr. Lawrence and it actually makes it even funnier just looking at his face.
Yeah. It's funny.
What did you do to my dream?
All right, we got another super chat asking to see the shirt design again. It says, can Jack show the again with the full design?
Show my what? Okay, there you go. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just All Might when he's Toshinori.
This is Jack's Blade when he's Jordan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's true. It's very true.
Nathaniel Foga asking on Twitter, you guys got any funny Black Friday stories to tell?
Oh God, that was going somewhere.
I was gonna say, like, what is Paleo just saying about
No, Black Friday.
You what?
Do we have any funny Black Friday stories?
I can't think of any.
I don't go out on Black Friday.
That's not a day when funny things happen, really, for me. Yeah.
I legitimately do not leave the house on that day. I sit at home, eat leftovers, and watch specials. That is all I do. I have never once because the thing with me is like you hear about all the violent shit that happens on Black Friday. Yeah. I just order online.
Yeah. If there's any deals, I'm like, I'll just look at Best Buy. I was like, okay, that's a deal. I'll order that.
Yeah. I'm ordering this. I'm not fucking.
And a lot of stores these days, like they'll just do the deals early. Like you can go on like Best Buy right now and see like a bunch of the deals that they have for Black Friday. So
yeah, true that.
And Nipper Friends asking, what are some of your favorite childhood snacks or meals that you remember eating, and when was the last time you had said snack or meal?
But like Ecto Cooler. Fucking bitches can't give me Ecto Cooler. That's a good time.
You ever eat something like as a kid that you've like never eaten again, where it's like I don't want to do that because I used to like chop up a hot dog and put it in the microwave or whatever, and then just eat it like that.
Unfortunately, hot dogs got ruined for me when I found what they actually were. I was like, oh, that's gross. I'm not gonna eat those ever again.
Yeah.
Lunchables pizzas, though.
Oh yeah.
Those things are not good. I had one
No,
again,
they're not.
like
I used
6 years ago or something like that. They're terrible.
Microwaving those in elementary school was dope though. Like we could
That's what I did. I could not eat them cold though. I don't know how I don't know how people did that. Like that's because that's how you're supposed to eat them. Is you're supposed to eat them cold.
Yeah, I'm like fuck that. Like I would microwave. Well,
yeah,
I would
microwave them.
Yeah, my mom would microwave them for me because she used to be a lunch lady when I was in elementary school, and so like she would just microwave them and give it to me. I was like, oh, that's great. One thing I used to do, I will never do it again. Like I'm a grown ass man, but I remember this is so stupid. Like I would just like eat containers of powder, like drink. So like like fucking Tang, like I would just like or like Minute Maid shit like that. That shit was not good. It will make your pee skin.
But when it hits your spit and you put it back in the container, it's gonna clump up. What in the world?
Yeah, and that made it like as a kid, stupid kid, I was just like, oh yeah, it's clumping up faster. So I just like and so, like I was doing this, and then this shit just made your pee
any kind of powder that clumps up just reminds me of kitty litter. Because like, oh yeah, the kitty litter clumps up when the cat pees on it.
Oh god, damn.
I want to have an Itzakadoozy again. Those things were very tasty,
what?
but you can't. An Itzakadoozy. It was a frozen treat.
Oh,
very tasty. Yeah, they promoted them on Nickelodeon.
Oh, remember those Flintstones push pops?
Oh yeah, those were good. The orange ones. The orange ones.
I just can't. No shade to anyone who liked these at all, but I just can't with those like handies and stuff. That you push up, you go you spit all over, and you put them down, and you go back for it later. Like no.
Oh god, good times.
All right, Rigid Rat asking on Twitter here. It says, "What's a cartoon or movie that you had a cool or fun concept?" That had a cool or fun concept, but turned out to be a bit disappointment. For me, it was Fast and Furious Spy Racers.
Fast and Furious
Chalk Zone.
What?
Definitely Chalk Zone.
Chalk Zone?
Chalk Zone could have been way cooler than it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it could have. Yeah, Chalk Zone could have been way cooler. Yeah, Chalk Zone was kind of mid.
It was a fine show, yes.
Yeah, it was okay.
With a bumping theme song. I will never not mention it.
Right, exactly.
I don't know any other off the top of my head though. Something that could have been way cooler than it was.
Oh god. So
no, Avatar was pretty mid. I would say. Not joking.
Oh wow. I mean,
I'm curious to see if anyone in chat has one.
Yeah, what chat? Do you have any that you thought like, oh, that would have been cool, but it just turned out to be okay? And that, like, be honest with yourselves. Don't let nostalgia goggles overwhelm you, because like there's a ton of people out there. Like, for instance, I was talking to someone recently about like Danny Phantom, and they were like, oh yeah, I love that as a kid, but then they were watching it like as an
adult,
you
know what? Fucking Street Sharks.
Oh yeah, you're right. Street Sharks and Extreme Dinosaurs. Yeah, if you watch those today, they do not hold up in the slightest. But that shit was hype as fuck. As a kid, those were the hypest shows.
Ozzy asking, with Multiversus now coming in 2022, do you think that Disney is going to join the Super Smash Bros. Trend with their IPs in the near future? There was actually something that came out where it like has different Disney characters. I forgot what it was called that they're making, but it kind of looks like a MOBA. So I'm like, oh no.
You know, everyone's favorite genre. I have not heard of anyone wanting a MOBA in quite some time, or even playing them.
Oh god, that's a good one.
That's not a bad answer. Yeah,
that is a good answer. That show was hype as a kid. Does not hold up at all.
Does not hold up, right? Yeah.
Also from Ozzy, says this month marks the 20th anniversary of the original Xbox. So, what is your favorite and least favorite games of all time for Xbox?
Xbox One.
I would assume so. Yeah.
Xbox One
original.
Halo 2.
Xbox the original. You cannot say Xbox One.
Xbox One.
Yeah.
The other one can fuck off. I don't care. This is Xbox One. You're not stealing its name. It's an Xbox One. Okay, I like Halo 2.
Halo 2 is really good.
Halo 2 would be the answer, yes.
I don't know about least favorite though, because I didn't really play that many games on an original Xbox.
I didn't have an Xbox. I played at my friend's house.
Oh, but Panzer Dragoon Orta though.
Yeah, that is on there.
Oh, that might beat Halo. Oh no.
And also, Knights of the Old Republic is on original Xbox too.
Oh,
that's what it came out
on. Shoot, these are all really good games. I think Halo 2 still probably beats it out just a little bit.
Yeah.
It's Halo 2, like, come on.
Yeah.
And least favorite? I don't. I played like 5 games on that console. I guess I would have to say Grab by the Ghoulies, but I liked that game.
Brandon King asking, One Piece just reached its milestone of its 1,000th episode. How has One Piece impacted you, Jax?
I mean, dude, that show
went straight to you. Like,
the thing about the episode, it was fucking awesome because they reanimated the very first intro for One Piece with here's something just to notice. The rapper for the original One Piece pirate rap, he did an updated version of the pirate rap with the other crewmates. And I was just like, that's this fucking hype. This is fucking dope. I love this. So that was great. But episode 1000 was pretty cool. Like they did the We Are reversion with all the new cast and stuff like that, which was awesome. Again, One Piece show, I've always liked it, even when it was 4Kids. And I can't watch 4Kids today, but when I watched as a kid with 4Kids, I was like, oh yeah, pretty damn good show. And then I watched like the Japanese, started reading the manga. Yeah, it's a really good show. The thing is, again, I can't say it's too long because majority of it is a fucking banger and it is consistently getting better. Like I don't understand how Oda is getting better after like this many shit. It's just fucking insane. Like it's fucking a really good series, outstanding series. It's a shame that
will it make it to 2,000 episodes? That's the question.
Of counting filler, probably. Shit, yeah, probably when they have to.
Do you realize you'll probably be like 50 years old if that happens?
I know, right? Oh fuck, dude. Yeah, that'll be another. Yeah, dude. I
was saying like you kids don't know anything about good anime.
You kids don't know anything about it. I was there when One Piece was first created back in 1998 or 97. I can't remember. Yeah, that was.
I can't remember my childhood.
I can't remember it, but yeah. Again, One Piece, beautiful series, magnificent. I'm really happy that it's going on and is still good, and I'm very excited to see how it concludes, which hopefully is soon, because it is one of those situations where it's like, bruh, I've been on this journey, and it is a phenomenal journey, but this is insane now. It's just like,
we had a question from Persona 404 asking, did you ever watch Dogs in Space cartoon on Netflix? I haven't seen that one.
Oh, I've heard about that one. I literally forgot about it entirely.
Dogs in Space?
I didn't watch it.
Dogs in Space. Saw that. At that. Straw hats. For all that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I've seen images of this. So yeah, I haven't watched it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's all the questions that we have. So the next episode, well, I may be dog sitting for Saber.
Oh my god!
Oh no, I'm not. This is before that. So December 13th will be the next one.
Is he going for like a Christmas or something?
Huh? Oh no, he's visiting family.
Did he tell you how he almost pranked me?
No.
No, okay, because he so what Saber did, he messages me on Discord, and he's like, "Hey, are you gonna be at your house today? I got some for you, but you need to sign for it in person since like Rambo's got his cyborg leg now." I'm like, okay, I gotta like freaking watch over him while he's healing. And so I'm like, yeah, I'm not going anywhere. And then he's like, oh, cool. I posted you. I'll keep you posted when these delivery emails come. Notify me. And I was like, okay, sounds good. And so like I wait. And what he was gonna do, the fucker, was apparently he was driving home from Pennsylvania and he was going by through my hometown. And so he was like, oh, I'm gonna fucking drive by his house and then like ring the doorbell and flick him off or some shit like that. But his GPS took him and Laura around in like a different thing. And so it's like, oh fuck. And so like he called me, he's like, yeah, there's no gift. I wanted to fuck with you. And I was just like, oh, okay. So, yeah.
Oh, we got one thing from Daily 18 here. It says, here's my member 3-month milestone chat question. What was your last dream that you can coherently remember about?
Oh, I remember this. It was fucking a couple weeks ago. I had a lucid dream. And it was, I woke up in the dream. I realized I was in the dream. I realized I was lucid dreaming, but none of the reality warping powers activated. So I was like, what the fuck? And so I was just like, well, I know I'm invulnerable. So I just kept driving my car into like a tree. And then like I kept like jumping off buildings because I'm invulnerable. I can't be hurt. So I'm like, I'm not worried about it. So it's like, oh, okay, this is fun. And then like I was about to jump off a building. And then fucking Mia from Monster Musume shows up. She's like, Jordan, I need help. And then I was just like, oh. And then like I woke up. I didn't get to do anything. I woke up. And it was fucking bullshit. I was right there. I was right there. It pisses me off. I was right there.
Well, the only dreams I can remember is just like, since Salem was missing, like I was dreaming about like finding him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I have him now, so.
Right. Oh, that's good.
I just don't remember. Something stupid that made no sense, as dreams tend to.
Yeah. Anyway, next podcast is going to be on Monday the 13th. Even worse than Friday the 13th.
Ooh.
Yeah, it'll be in December. We'll have a lot to talk about because there's a lot coming out.
Right.
Saber and Tom will probably be here next
Better
time.
be here. They better.
Yeah. And Jordan might be here as well. So we'll see you then.
Yeah,
bye everybody.
I might be.
Thanks for coming out.